Welcome to Attican Plays Railway Empire. All right, hi, this is Attican and welcome to Season 4, Episode 5 of Railway Empire by request. We're playing the Australia DLC, the Down Under scenario, and we made great progress yet again. Last episode we had to do 3 big tasks basically. Get a bunch of lumber over to a lumber warehouse in Adelaide, which we accomplished by purchasing, there was a clothing industry in Swan Hill. We bought it, turned it into lumber. Now someone else has put yet another clothing industry in Swan Hill, no matter. But we got this sawmill, bumped it up to a level 3, which is expensive with dock, but no problem. We're making some money now. And we've got this line. We actually even swapped these out and put in the super stations here so we can move even more goods. And we've got a bunch of trains running. We've got 12 trains running back and forth between these two because this is a demand of 7 lumber per week at Adelaide because of that export warehouse. Then we did the same thing. I forget the order we did a minute, doesn't matter. We also did, I think we set this one up first. We did rum. Rum needs sugar. We ran sugar into Port Macquarie. We bought, I think it was a newspaper industry here, knocked it down, put in rum. We have bumped that up to a level 4 now. And I'm going to make this into a university. Oh, wait a minute. Do we want this to grow? Don't we have... You know what? We're going to put a museum here in Port Macquarie. I was going to put a university, but then I realized I think we have a task now. We have to grow 2 cities to 80,000, and one of them might as well be Port Macquarie. So I guess maybe Ballarat already is. Which one already is? Yeah, Ballarat's almost 100,000. Back to what I was saying, the rum. Port Macquarie, which is down here, we set up rum, ran that to a warehouse, an export warehouse that has demand for rum in Newcastle. Got that one going and done. And then up here it's a little more complicated. We had to establish a new town in Toowoomba. We'd used the warehouse method here, ran the logs in and the grain in and the seafood from down here, set up a pass-through station so that we can run seafood down here and up. And then we've got Brisbane being supplied from this warehouse and sending beer back to Toowoomba so we could get Toowoomba established because we needed it in order to open up access to this wool out here. I love how they did the settlements where you make the settlement, then it supports an area, and that gives you the opportunity to have businesses. I think that's really cool. So that gave us this access to this wool. Our wool owner here has now done a good job of bumping it up, and we've got a bunch of wool going over. We shipped a bunch of wool to Brisbane to its export warehouse, and now we're cool. Now we've got a whole new set of tasks. And what do we got to do? We've got to have 2 cities, population 80,000. We've got to produce clothing. That means we have to own a working tailor. And the easiest place in the world to have a working tailor would be right here in Brisbane, and it is almost ready to grow. So what we could do, we're already running wool over there. All they need actually to grow, there is a tailor in Grafton, but it's further away from the wool, and it's we'd have to buy it. Well, we have to buy one or the other. Which one's cheaper? Is it cheaper to buy this one that's already built? Not, no, it isn't. As a matter of fact, so we could put one. It doesn't matter. We could do that if we wanted to, if we had to. But I think we'll go with Brisbane. We've already got that nice wool line going, and even though there's the export warehouse, we still should be able to bring those trains in there and supply Brisbane with wool. Now we could also look at, before we commit, we could look to see if we have another wool source close by that would be useful. Okay. Not really. There's nothing. There's something over here to the west. I want improvement. If there's a railway Empire 2, which I hear there might be, I wish when I did this flow that I would get little markers that showed me where they were on the mini map. Well, I just would find that very useful. These little arrows, they kind of point you toward it, but it's so easy to miss them. If we wanted to do that wool, I don't think we're allowed to. Oh, we can buy in there. Okay. All right. Now, okay, that's a different animal. There's a clothing shop in Swan Hill. What's it worth? How can it be worth 1.2 million when it's not even getting any supplies? That is a bit unreasonable to me. That's extremely unreasonable. I don't care for that at all. There's a tailor here. What would this tailor be? It hasn't been making money for years. $993,000. Why in the world? Oh wait, what are we trying to make? We're trying to make clothing. All right, well, the clothing, we need two things. We actually need a tailor and we need a clothing. I say we do it down here. I say we run a line from Swan Hill to Bendigo, city to city. And we run a supply line to Bendigo so it can grow some. Then we're going to buy this cloth here and we're going to access this up here and bring wool down here to Bendigo. Then we're going, let's see, let me plan this out. Buy this, access this, run cloth to our new textile factory. Then set up the line running the textiles toward Swan Hill, buy that clothing shop there, and we can upgrade that and upgrade this as we grow it, and yeah. So let's first, I think we're going to, let's look at our money. We got a bunch of cash. Let's just make sure we're not carrying any debt. Okay, we're a cash basis. Okay. We're going to spend some money here. We're going to buy this factory for a ridiculous price. And we're going to put, shoot, I goofed up. I goofed. Do you know what I did wrong? I should have done this first. I wanted to put a train station with signaling control, and look what I've done. But the good news is it will fit over here just fine. Okay. We're going to put another station in Bendigo. Okay. And we're going to run, and I think we can just, here, we'll just go ahead and expand this, and we're going to run a city-to-city line. We're on a city-to-city line to Swan Hill. So, shoot. I wanted to come off this and go there. Well, we're going to have to kind of cross over. That's all right. We'll go here to here. Here to here. Actually, that's just fine right there. We'll put a tower here, and then we'll just set up a little city to city from here to here. And a couple of trains Maybe a couple in each direction. Okay, and then we want to make sure that we can get the wool to our new textile industry. So we will go into this and purchase access to that. Oh, do we have, does that exist? Oh man, goofed. That doesn't exist yet. Okay, that figures. We're going to have to establish a town for it to, good grief. Aren't there any towns anywhere? I'm sorry, I may be misreading this. Hold on. Does that exist? It doesn't exist. But there's no town. All right, something's screwy here. I want to look at my settlements. I've got plenty of permits. What's going to give me the rights to that right there? Not that. Not that. That. Oh my word. All the way to Kobar. That's also going to open up cement, which we do need as well. Well, shoot. All right, this warehouse is feeding Swan Hill. We want it to also feed Bendigo. We want Bendigo to grow. Does Echuca give us anything good? No. No. And what's that? Connection bonus for orange. I'm going to cheese and take that because they're just crying for us to take it. So, take that bonus and knock it down because right now we don't need it. Okay. Man, I got to throw a little curveball there. I didn't see that coming. I didn't think that couldn't tell that was grayed out, and it is. And I didn't realize we had to go to the ends of the earth in order to get access to it, but that's okay. So this one here will give us cement, which is one of our tasks. It'll give us the access to that. Okay, so we want to set it up to be a city or a settlement. And we got pretty good supplies here. Obviously, we're having trouble keeping up with the wood because we got so much lumber going on. But be that as it may, we'll go like this. And we'll go out here like this, go right by that. And I've lost that town. Kobar. We're going to settle in Kobar out here in the middle of what I assume is a desert. Certainly looks like it. We'll do a small station with repairs. And we'll drag this line again. Back to here. Okay. Cross the river. 19% grade. Why is that? We're going to have to revisit that in a moment. Okay, it's 220 miles up through there. And that giant grade right there, why is that? Look at that. Why in the world would there be that grade there? And there's no slope. I guess it's because we're going up. We're going to find a better place to cross. Like there. 5%, that's better. Oh, I see. We were going up on this little hill here and then crossing and had to come back down. So now, no, you don't. All right, so now we've got 5. That'll work. Okay, we'll take that. Then we're going to double track it all the way up there. Oh no, it's a town. And let's give it some towers. We'll put one here, here, back here. All right, so we may actually have to give it its own wood supply, which we can do from right up here. Reason being that this sawmill is just chomping down the wood. So rather than compete, let's just run a line here. We're going to run a line from here. Oh, this needs repairs too. That's shameful. Okay. From here to Kobar. And we'll give it a separate station. And yeah, and we'll double track this back down. Towers, and we'll set up a line running like this to here. 33 weeks to... Okay, now Tara made a good point. I want to talk about it and say what I agree with and what I don't. I've been setting up my original lines with the grasshopper, right? And it takes a grasshopper a lot longer to go back and forth than it does a Brooks Mogul. So as our trains are getting better and better, we could run less trains in theory. However, there is a caveat to that. As we grow our cities, we increase the demand. Therefore, we need the faster trains to cover that same thing. So what you end up with is we probably do have more trains than we need. I always run more trains than I need, always, and I probably always will, because I'm too lazy to go back and recalculate them every 10 minutes to see what works and what doesn't. But so I'd much rather have too many trains than not enough. I'd rather have trains sitting at a rural station waiting on stuff. But if you look at this, look at how many trains are waiting here. One whole train out of all that wood we're trying to carry. Let's go up here. How many trains are waiting? We got a couple here, and one here, but that's it. And so even though we've, and by the way, speaking of which, I'm saying that, and I haven't done this. I want to upgrade every train to the Mogul. It'll just hypercharge our whole economy because everything will start moving faster. And we could do that with we're going to cash. Let's open up a bond for that in particular investment, and we'll go in here and we're going to run the Brooks Mogul on all of our trains. That'll make everything better, as I said. Okay, so back to the point that Tarek was making. So are we running too many trains? Probably. Could we get rid of a few? Like here we've got some waiting that's unnecessary. And also what's happening is we've started to get, how we're doing here. Yeah, see, we're starting to get full of some of these things. We're not using it all. And we could find some ways to make sure that we use more of the stuff that we have. and have more traditional city growth. We haven't really done any city growth. We focused on being kind of heads down, kind of laser focused on what we need to accomplish. And that means that we've sort of, in a way, sacrificed the city growth elements of this. But anyway, it's a great point that he makes, and I think it's worth looking into. And you could think about, particularly on this 100-year thing, which again is not my favorite. But you go through the trains and the difference between the train we're running in 1869, and remember we're running really fast, so we're running trains that would come along probably later. But the train we're running, the Brooks Mogul, is a far cry from the train we started with, right? Now, in a 20-year scenario, yes, you do get better trains, but they aren't that much different. Here they are. So good point. We could go back and revisit that. I won't, unless if I have some free time, where I'm literally can't decide what to do next, I could go back and look at some of the lines. But I would rather have trains wasted, as I said, than not have enough trains. So if I have too many trains, if that's the error I made, I'll live with it. Okay, set up a line between here and here. Run full. We actually want you to come out of this line over here. And when you come back, you can hit that point right there, just in case we do something else. I don't know what else we might do. We'll run 5 trains, even though we've got logs coming from elsewhere. And you should be able to get plenty of wheat, plenty of seafood, plenty of beer. So this should be no problem. That we should be able to establish that settlement very, very quickly. Then we'll be able to run right here, get on this line, and bring our, well, let's go ahead and set up for that. Let's get this line going over here. Let's go ahead and run over here, and we'll join it over here on this side of the world, like here. Now further up, right there. 7-degree bridge is fine. Got no problem with that. And then this one's 7 degrees, that's fine too. And this is the right side to the right side. Good. Whoa. Where in the world was that going? There. That was weird. Okay, let's double track that. And we'll throw an extra tower in here. And as soon as this city's established, we'll be ready. We'll have access to cement and the wool. And then let's see, 40 clothing. Now the rail-o-mite, let's figure out how do you make rail-o-mite. I think it's the food industry. We need, I'm not sure. You know what? I don't think we have any cities that need it yet, which means we're going to have to grow a city big enough to need it. Oh, don't they? Rail-o-mite. Oh, we can't even do this till 1870. We're ahead of our time. So we can build it in 1870. We can build the rail-o-mite thing. So where are we going to do it? What's it need? It needs this yeast, and I think it was yeast and vegetables, wasn't it? Sounds really good, doesn't it? Yeast and veggies make rail-o-mite. So let's figure out where we're going to do this. We need a town. We need veggies. Oh goodness, where are veggies? Any veggies anywhere? And the flow of goods, I don't think it totally works with this system because it doesn't show you the ones that you can't get. Well, yeah, it does. Yes, I take that back. Never mind. All the veggies are up here to the north. Here's the veggies right here. Oh, look at that. And we've got a brewery. Okay, Brisbane. If we can grow, okay, we need to grow Brisbane a little bit. We're going to run veggies into Brisbane. I can't decide how I'm going to say it. Brisbane, I guess. And then we can use that yeast and the veggies to make the rail-o-mite in Brisbane. So what do we need to do to grow Brisbane? It's kind of on the cusp. It just needs a little growth. Meat. We don't have meat going. We don't have meat in here. We do have. Is there? Oh yeah, here we go. Here we go. We're going to solve all our problems here. I think. We're going to put a meat industry in Toowoomba, out there, and we're going to set up. How are we going to do this? We could just throw it in that warehouse, but I think I'd like to have it go into the city, clear like this. In fact, let's see. Start over with this. Let's put this one. Like that. And let's put another one in there. Like that. So this guy is going to go over here to the meat. And if we have to just plow through the earth, we will. Okay. So small train station over here. And we are going to have to plow through the earth. Go through here like this and over here. Good enough for me. Okay, we've got a line like so. We've got supply tower, and we're going to run 20 weeks. Okay. Oh, let's just do just a comparison. If we were to run a line from here to here and say running full, and we were to put a grasshopper on it, it was 20 weeks. Now it's 50 weeks. So yeah, you can see the huge difference. Okay. Now I've got a grasshopper in my line and I don't want it. Shoot. I have to wait till it pops out. Now I'm going to set up to make this, to make sure that this line here isn't the only way we can get stuff. We're going to run another line. We're going to run a city-to-city line. It comes out here, picks this up maybe, comes down here. Maybe let's build a good-looking Winton Bridge right here. That would be cool. Here, I mean, we all know how I love bridges. And we've got this open space right. Remember, this is a pass-through, this one, but this space here is open. So we can come like this, come up here, as close as we can get. And then we're going to build our bridge like that. Beautiful. And like so, and delete this little piece right there. And like so, and delete this little piece right there. How gorgeous is that? And then we'll double track it back. And that'll give us a little dedicated line. It even picks up supplies. That we can run a city-to-city line between Toowoomba and Brisbane. We'll just throw 4 trains on that, and then when our cattle trains start getting in here and we start producing meat, Toowoomba's going to gather it first. But look at this, Toowoomba could hit 40,000. Well, why wouldn't we just put? We can run. Actually, if Toowoomba hits 40,000, we could throw a. It doesn't matter. We could throw the rail-o-mite as soon as it's 1870 in either one of these, and we could just run the yeast back here and make the rail-o-mite there. So whichever one hits 40 first, that's where our rail-o-mite will go. So let's see. We're dealing with rail-o-mite. We're starting to deal with clothing. We're not quite there. Newspapers. How do you make newspapers? Publishing, you need chemicals and lumber. Okay, that's a weird comp. Chemicals and lumber. Okay. We got plenty of lumber here. How do you make chemicals? That's probably just maybe coal. Yeah, just coal. All right, so we would need coal. I don't know that there's a chemical factory there, just happened to get put in, but I don't know where there's any coal. Coal. Again, way up here. Everything's up here. Or out here. Okay, up. What's up here? Shoot. They really, these arrows are, in my opinion, my not humble enough opinion, insufficient guidance. Really need some little dots out here. That would be so helpful. Okay, there's coal out here. Out here. Now, how in the world do we get to it? Well, it's not that town. It's not that town. So it's probably a town out here to get to that coal. And the rest of the coal is probably, who knows, further away. Can we buy? Okay, we can get access. Let's just go ahead and do that. And now let's see, where's the coal? Not that one. This one. Charleville, I guess it is. It gives us coal and iron ore, which sounds good. No coal there. So we're going to have to build Charleville, it looks like. And to do that, we're only running 2 cities out of here, Toowoomba and Brisbane. So we could, well, how are we looking here? Do we got anything? We got nothing. Is there stuff to ship? There is. How many trains have we got? on this line. Let's throw some more trains on that to get some more grain coming into this warehouse. And what in the world happened to our cattle trains? Did they ever make it? Yeah, he's growing. Okay, yeah, they had to because he's consuming all. Toowoomba's consuming all the meat. So Toowoomba is going to get our rail-o-mite. It's 1870 now. Good, perfect timing. And they consume it at 55,000. So. Okay, here we go. Rail-o-mite industry. Industry. Food industry, it really is. We'll put a food industry in Toowoomba. It needs veggies. Okay. We've got a veggies with a connection bonus. Isn't that lovely? We could run veggies into this warehouse, sure enough. And let's put all these to max. That could be a problem too. Our trains may not be loading as quickly as they could be out there. All right, let's run this guy in and give him repairs. They paid us to do that. That's awfully nice. Something's wrong here. Let me grab that cone, come out. Set up a line here, run full into that warehouse. Works mogul. Takes 20 weeks. Okay, and what did we just finish? Oh, we grew a city. Don't know which one. Probably Port McCrory. Yep, Port McCrory. Hit 80. Hit 80. We didn't even look at it. So we finished that task. We're now working on a rail-o-mite in Toowoomba. And we should see this line here should be bringing that stuff back. Here we go. We're starting to get our first stuff, that whatever that stuff's called. Do I have a traffic jam here? I wonder if I've got all my signals. I don't. Didn't have all the signals for that line right there. That's what was causing this holdup right here. A lot going on here. Who knew that Toowoomba would be such a major player? Alright, breakdown bag condition, that's the probably the why is it? Oh yeah, it's the big long line with the what do you call it? Wood in it. Let's see here. Mastodon. Okay, cheaper bridges. I'll take that. Okay. Because we love, look at that, beautiful bridges. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, we love bridges. Let's see. What are we trying to do here? Now the thing is, okay, here's how we can make this happen. This creation of rail-o-mite, until these cities are 55,000, nobody's going to consume it. Now Toowoomba's growing nicely. Brisbane should be growing, but it hasn't gotten any meat yet because our, well, let's bump that up. Produce some more. We're going to produce 3.2. They're going to consume 0.8. Yeah, we're making plenty to be able to feed Brisbane off this line right here. This line should be taking meat to Brisbane and this stuff, the yeast, back. There, we're getting a lot of yeast coming. That's good. So our rail-o-mite industry is actually well supplied now. We can pump it up one. And we should be making rail-o-mite. Yeah, we are. We're starting to make rail-o-mite. And if this city keeps growing, it'll start consuming it at 55,000, which will be good. And then if we can get some meat down here, we'll get growth in Brisbane, and Brisbane will grow and start consuming it, and then we'll be kind of set on that task. So I'm thinking the rail-o-mite's in good shape. The clothing, we need to go back and get the clothing. Okay, we're only part way there on the clothing. It's pretty complex, relatively. So we've got this weaving factory. How are we doing on making our town? I guess that's the question. Almost there. What do they need? They need grain. How are you for grain? Oh, you got plenty. And there's grain headed out there. There's 2 trains of grain headed out there. We just got a random breakdown. Okay, we've got repairs. We should have repairs on both ends. I can't believe we have to have a maintenance station in between a 220-mile line. That's just a train that can't go 220 miles between repairs. Okay, more freight revenue would be very, very nice. A surveyor. 8% track. We'll just keep the top. Nah, is he? You got him. They get along. Yes, we'll take the cheaper track. We're going to spend much more money on track than we are on tunnels in the long haul, even though we built a few tunnels here. Oh, yeah, I don't know why I keep coming back to that. I think that's done. Our key now is getting this other city, Cobar, done, and it's almost done. We've got, as we said, we've got these trains headed out there. And once it becomes a city, we'll start getting some other shipments out of it. And let's set up, let's go ahead and scoop these guys up a little. What were we doing? We want to buy this, regardless of what it costs. All right, move it on. And this train should do it and give us access to, there we go. Now Cobar is an established little town. It could actually in fact take an industry if we wanted to. But we've already purchased this. So let's run, we now should have access to this. We do. So let's run a line from this, these textiles down here to Bendigo. Okay, here. Sorry, I got interrupted. So let's see if I can remember what we were doing. Take that out, and we're going to set a line between here, running full, and Bendigo. that's going to take 57 weeks. Okay, and I saw a whole, like an explosion of problems. Now I don't see them. We're getting these breakdowns. We're getting all these breakdowns because of this long line. Oh, waiting. Uh-oh, this I don't like. Waiting for a clear route. Now, how could that be? Have I have messed this up royally. Okay, expand the station. This is a brilliant move. Make sure I got the right one. Yeah. That Cobar line, I meant to have it come out with a new track, and I just brought it. Oh, I see what I did. I expanded it, then I used the old track, so that was pretty stupid. Let's do this. Let's just delete from back here. We'll reset that train, which is no big deal. We'll go like this, and then we'll go like that, and we'll delete that, and now they'll have to run out of this side. That one that just disappeared will reset over here. He should. Being loaded because we probably don't need any here because, yeah, that's right. It's a tiny little place. It's barely consuming any. It's going to take a long time to use up that initial stuff that we gave it. So we're cool there. More freight revenue, of course. Okay, now we should be starting to see. There we go. Good. Let's up this one. So we've got a weaver that's producing. That weaver should be starting to send stuff over here to this tailor, which is going to get upgraded as well. And we should see this line right here should start. There we go. There's tweed. There we go. We got cloth coming over here to Swan Hill. That's going to make clothing. Swan Hill actually consumes 0.4 clothing a month. We're making 1.6, so it's going to consume a lot of it. So we should start seeing. There we go. We're starting to produce clothing. We're almost done with the rail-o-mite. Now we got to do the newspapers and the cement. Now, who needs cement? How big do you have to be to want cement? You have to be 76,000. So the only people that would want cement would be like Ballarat and Port Macquarie. Is it deliver or what is it? It's transport, 20 to towns. So we've got cement up here somewhere. Where is it? Right here. We've got cement right here. And we want it to go all the way down here to Ballarat. Let's see, this outside line here, it still has space. We could run off this line right here. Yeah, no problem. All right, we're going to set up a line from this cement. And we're going to run it like this. Like so. Set our signals, get rid of that short block and that short block. Not that they make a lot of difference. And then we want to come down off of this line here. We actually want to now swing over here. We want to come in here like this and get over to this one. Huh. I would think that would work. Oh, no? Why doesn't that work? Let's come off this way and get on that one. That works. Now come back the other way and go here. rid of that short block there. Okay, so now this cement can hook into this, run down here, swing over here, and come down this outside line and be able to come right into Ballarat. And we should be able to expand this station and put something right here. We'll let this train get in here, and then we're just going to fix this track. Okay. We will delete that segment of track. Run down like so. Give this its diamond. And then check these and say, okay, 60, okay, good. So this track 2 down here is available. So we're going to set up a line that runs from our new cement, runs full, and goes to Ballarat to track 2. And 112 weeks. And how much do they need? 112 weeks. 112. They need 0.4. Let's assume they need 1, and let's do 2, 3. There we go. And all this waiting and what have you. This is okay. These are the waiting trains from that new Cobar that we made. You know, we settled Cobar, and these are trains waiting on Cobar. That's okay. After a while, after Cobar grows up a little bit and uses up some of its supplies, it'll start wanting more stuff. And we've almost got, Swan Hill is about ready to take cement too. What did we finish? We finished our rail-o-mite. Swan Hill, okay, good. Swan Hill can take cement. So Swan Hill, that's an easy enough connection. We'll just go like this, and like this, like this, and like this. Let's expand this. And we can, let's use an old school shunt line, the way I used to do them before I got the fancy ones we've been doing lately. Like this. All staying over there, good. So we're going to do here out of track 2, run full, and go to Swan Hill. And that's going to take 54 weeks. We'll give it a couple of trains, and that should quickly take care of our cement challenge. Clothing, newspapers. Wood and coal. Wood and chemicals, and we need coal for the chemicals. It's lumber, sorry, it's lumber. Connection bonus there. Coal. We've been through this already. It's up here to the north. It's up, well, right there's coal. How would we get to that? That coal would be awfully nice. We could even put chemicals right here in Cobar, buy out that industry that we don't need. And run lumber from, run lumber from Swan Hill. Swan Hill could run lumber to Cobar. We could put our thing here, and there's, do we happen to have this one? Oh, look at this. We're all set. We're good to go. We're good to go. All right. Let's expand this thing a couple of times. And let's set it up to run all 4 lanes. What do you say? Tow-bar is becoming a much more important, just like Toowoomba or Toowoomba, whatever that is. Tow-bar is also becoming a surprisingly important little town for us. That's wrong. Gotta have this. There. That's better. Alright, so our thing is buy this Taylor, replace it with a chemical factory. Chemicals. We're going to make chemicals out here in the desert in Kobar. Good place to make them. We're going to send them coal in here on this nice little short line. Start sending chemicals to Kobar, or coal to Kobar. 25 weeks. Okay, so now we've got chemical creation. The chemicals. Oh, and when you got lumber here and chemicals. Oh, I forgot. We got one more thing. We've got to make newspapers. Chemicals, lumber. Oh, okay. Orange still has a business opportunity. What the? I missed a tower. Oh, this one didn't catch that tower. Doggone it. Let's put, shoot. Let's put a tower there. Another one up here. Okay, that'll clear up eventually. Okay, so now, hang on a second. Let me think a second. We're going to put in orange, we're going to put a newspaper manufacturer. How much do we have to make? 10. Okay, that's fine. All right, we're going to put newspaper in, I think it's publisher, maybe? What's it called? Publishing for 500,000. We need, yeah, good. We need lump. Okay, we're going to put that in, but first we're going to put a large train station with signaling control. Ah, crap. We're going to put 2 in there. We're going to give them repairs. Give them repairs. Slow down. And then we're going to place a publishing here. Now we're going to need a direct line. Oh, this is easy. Okay, we're going to come out of here like this, cross over this guy, come over here and join and make a junction with this. Let's see here. Okay, come out. That's okay. Coming out of the left side to the left side. That's correct. Okay. double track this back. And we'll put a supply tower here and here. And we're going to run a line out of Cobar. It's going to run full. Priority is this, out of track 3 and go here. One. Couple of trains, and it really should have a parking. It should have a shunt line. We're going to run it full. It could get backed up. We're going to give it a nice shunt line here. Okay. Set our signals this way, and is that it right there? Yeah. Your line, when you come back from Orange, go over there and park. Okay. Now that's a little weird. Okay, it did pick it up. All right. So now, that's one thing we need. The other thing we need would be the, come here. We need the lumber. Well, we could run it this way. We could also run it this way easy enough too. I think we'll just stick with what we've got here. So we're going to tell, out of Swan Hill, we're going to set up a line from here. We're going to say run full. This is going to be a freight line only. Run full, out of Swan Hill, go to Orange, and we want you to come out of track 4, and that's perfect. And as soon as that train's out of the way, we should see a load, probably of lumber, go there, I would hope. Oh, come on. We had a train in there being repaired. It took a while. Here we go. One clothing and some lumber. Good deal. And off he goes. So, I'd like to run a couple, and since I'm running them full, I'd like to have a shunt line for them. All right, I want this line. Shoot. Yeah, I'm gonna give them a special little line here. It's gonna look a little funky, but we're gonna come across here. Like this, and I'll keep it open otherwise. So we'll put this line in here. This may look really strange to you. I'm actually going to have it run flat, and I'm going to put a signal. here and here. Now they're going to stack up. I don't want a short one. We'll get a full train through there. Okay. And then this train here, when he comes back, yeah, I want him to take that, which he did by nature. That's interesting. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. All right. The clothing is done. The rail-o-mite's done. The growth is done. We're working on the cities. We've got the cement being transported. What's holding us up? Just not being creative fast enough, but let's just, but I get that because of the limited demand. Let's put a museum in Swan Hill. See if we can increase that demand a little bit. Let's go back to cash only. Columbia, 50 miles an hour and 121. Brooks Moguls. Ooh, Columbia's great train. Comparatively speaking, costs a small fortune, but we'll run it. Okay. And chief engineer, they get along? Give us more innovation points? Sure, we'll take it. I don't want that. Have we started producing any newspapers yet? We'll bump that up. We've got a bunch of lumber on the way, I know that. In fact, here's some of it there, probably. How many trains are there? Where's the one we just started? Oh, there it is. Columbia. 50 miles an hour, 125. That's a nice train. That's a nice train. And this guy is starting to get supplies and starting to produce. So we're producing newspapers. We're almost there. We're one load away on the cement, so we're almost there. Another chief engineer. Cheaper buildings. Oh, that'd be nice, but we'll keep it. Stay with the innovation. Ooh, look at. Ooh. Now it'd be really tempting to have a big long passenger line with an American running on it. Yeah, that'd be hard to turn down. We're just waiting, so why don't we go ahead? While we're waiting, let's set up a line right here. We're gonna open this up, and we'll have to figure out how we want to do this. Oh, and we killed all those freight there, didn't we? Yeah, we did that. All right, let's go up here. Let's build another Winton. I love these Winton tunnels, or bridges. They're the second best thing about this particular playthrough. The best thing, I think, are those city building warehouses. They're pretty flipping awesome, if I do say so myself. But these Winton bridges are awfully nice. So, like that. And we can delete that. Go like that. Look at that beautiful bridge. That's gorgeous. And now we're running, this is a passenger line. It's going to run all the way to Sydney. there's a little bit of freight right here. I think we'll just accept that. We're just going to run right through here. You will rarely, if ever, be interfered with by a freight train. Oh, what in the world? Oh, that's right, excuse me, sorry. Mild brain cramp. We need to go back here and hook into that. Is that right? That can't be right. Oh, I see, I'm goofed up. This right here, this should not be. Oh, I killed Winton. Sorry, Winton. I confess. Okay, build a little stub. God bless it, it keeps slipping. Don't slip. Build our bridge. Thank you. Now get rid of that. Connect over there. Get rid of that. And I goofed up and merged this. It doesn't need to merge. It's a new track. Yeah, okay. So this is a new track that needs to run in parallel, if it will. And then swing around like this and then loop into this track right here. And go all the way back. Oh no. Look at that. It doesn't like that. Let's kill that. What are we going to do about this? We got to fix this right here. Let's put a marker and delete this. And let's get this kind of more smoothly attached like that. And now let's see if we can go across here. Yeah, we can. Oh, we actually built another bridge. Okay, and go there. It's a short block right there. Okay. That might be it. So we run in here. Is there any traffic on this? Nothing. Okay, good. We've got our line. That was awful easy. And we should have an open slot. Slow down. In Sydney, right here with nothing on it. We do. All right, set up a rail line between Sydney, passenger and mail. I mean, it could be a long freight line too. Don't want that. To Melbourne, track 2, Sydney, track 1, the American with a dining and a caboose and a rail. Something else finished. The newspapers are done. Yeah, I did. How long does it take? 101 weeks. So let's run 3 out of each end. We'll set up a line here out of track 2. I mean, we could even run them full if we wanted to, but we're not going to. Passenger and mail. Going to Sydney with the American. 1, 2, 3. And you can have a conductor. Ooh, and an engineer that they like each other. If we could get a bonus, we would put a security guard. We can't. Okay. Cheaper tracks, okay, we'll take that. And we should have, Let's see, do we have any of these on the way anywhere? 2, 3, 4. We've got one almost loaded. There goes one. So when that train gets to Ballarat, we'll be done with this task. And we should be good. 1876. So it's a function of him going down there. We could actually bump these guys up a little bit. Are they consuming newspapers in Swan Hill? They are. So we should even have a customer for our publisher should actually be making some money, and it is. And I'm just curious, how much money are we making on that sawmill in Swan Hill? 1.9 million. But think of the money we've spent upgrading. Much more than that. But it's still not. So let's just let this run. That's enough. I will be curious to see, like this train here, or maybe this train here. When he rolls into Melbourne, what's he worth? It broke down. He can't make it. Okay, missing supplies. Now, what line is that? The Seaford. How in the world could he be missing supplies? Okay, did our train ever make it? Here he comes, I think. 27,000, I think he was worth. Okay, we're still waiting on that one train to roll into Ballarat. That might, could it be that one right there? No. Could be that one right there. So when he rolls in, this set of tasks will be done. There we go. And we'll stop right there. Oh, look at this. Cement and steel and grow Canberra to 60,000. Okay. We will take all that on in the next episode. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it'll help you become a better player. I hope you'll like, comment, and subscribe, and join us for our next Railway Empire video. Thank you.